of Sheffield that when we moved in was somewhat run down, but more recently has styled itself as the Antiques Quarter. And so now it's full of cafes and vintage shops selling second-hand goods from the past. In fact, the not so distant past. Many of the items I see there are things that I grew up with as a child. I mention this because there's a similar kind of trend going on within the church. An interest in the liturgy and the aesthetics, the patterns, the locations of the past. And I have to confess that I have somewhat mixed feelings about this. On the one hand, I slightly fear that it's a sort of fashion or a fad in which the concern is for the look rather than for the substance. On the other hand, I'm all for anything that engages with our heritage as Christians, with the history of the church. I think we have so much to learn from those who went before, particularly from the thinkers of the past. My own academic discipline is historical theology, so I'm very much committed to that. And so I'm really excited by the fact that people are interested in the thinkers of the past. I've recently written a book called The Glory of the Cross, which is a series of meditations based on John's Gospel for Lent. And if you want to use Lent as an opportunity to really connect afresh with the cross and resurrection, I think that's great. If you like the style, the form, the rhythm of that, then that's fine, as long as you're also connecting with the content, with the Bible's message of the cross and resurrection. That's because the cross and resurrection are not only central to how we become Christians, how we're saved, but actually also how we continue as Christians, how we grow, and how we live the Christian life. So in fact, the cross and resurrection are absolutely central, and any opportunity to rediscover them and to go more deeply into their meaning is an opportunity to be seized.